Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. I'm Candace Marie from YoungYetWise.com, and today I'm going to be talking about 3 money lessons that I've learned from the Marvelous Miss Maisel. No, Miss Maisel? Oh yeah, I'm going to be talking about 3 money lessons that I learned from the Marvelous Miss Maisel, which is a show on Amazon Prime, which I absolutely fell in love with. I started watching 1 episode and then I just had to watch like the entire season because it was so good. You know, I love the clothing, I love the fast language, the fast talking. I love just like so much about that era that I just wanted to share the little money hidden gems that are in there. In case you didn't pick them up, I'm going to share them with you right now. But before we get started, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. As you know, I'm still trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so I greatly appreciate it. And also, if you did not know, I have a free 5-day email course that you guys can sign up to get your coins together. So make sure you guys hit the link in my subscription box to sign up and join. Alright, now back to the lessons. Okay, so I took the scarf off. I was trying to have like the whole 1950s vibe because I know she wears scarves sometimes, but it's too hot. And I don't even know if it really matches with like my lipstick. Number 1 that I learned from the show was that you and your partner need to be on the same page financially. Okay, so her and her husband, I don't want to be a spoiler because if you haven't seen the show and you're going to watch it, I don't know how I'm going to do this video. Well, maybe go watch the show and then come back to watch this video because I don't want to spoil it for you. So, spoiler alert. So her and her husband were going through like a difficult time in their marriage, and so she didn't actually know that her apartment that she was living in, that her father-in-law actually owned the apartment and not her and her husband. Like her name wasn't even on the apartment lease or any of that, but she didn't know that. And so I just think that was an important lesson, that make sure that you and your partner are on the same page financially. You have to make sure that you're being honest and having those money conversations, you know, about the place that you're living in, about the bills that you're splitting, about your financial goals together as a couple, you know, your separate goals too. But you know, just like if you guys are building a life together, it's important to be like on the same page with everything. Second lesson I learned was that, second thing that I took away was that you have to be willing to do whatever it takes for your family. You know, once her husband left her, it was just her. And back in those days, like it was kind of frowned upon for women to be working. It was mostly for like women were like the women were stay-at-home wives, and their husband took care of them and all of the bills and the children. So it was kind of frowned upon when she was going out to search for a job. Like her parents were like, oh my gosh, like what are you doing? What do you mean you're searching for a job? And even when she got, which they were saying that her and her husband had separated, it was just kind of a big deal. Like, what did you do? What did you say to him? Did you swear? Did you not like weigh yourself every day? It was just like this thing to, like, we had to keep the man by our side or else how would we live? You know, who's going to pay our bills? Like, that's kind of how it was back in the day. And so she still went out and got a job, even though it was kind of frowned upon. She was like, no, because she still had to provide for her family. Luckily, she was able to move back in with her parents. But still, you have to be willing to do what it takes to reach your goals. You know, even if people are looking at you kind of strange, maybe it's because you got like a side hustle or something going on. You have to do what you got to do to provide for your family. So that was the second lesson. Third tip was that make sure that you guys have a savings account, because there was a time on the show where Miss Maisel got into a jam, she got locked up, and she needed $200 for the bail money. But what did she have to do? She had to call her husband, her husband that she was separated from, and ask him for the $200 for the bail money because she did not have it. So it's important to get in the habit of saving money automatically, just in case you get yourself in a little jammy jam and you can bail yourself out rather than having to rely on friends and family. Having your savings account is super important. You know, just getting to the habit of saving money automatically each month so you don't have to worry about that. If something pops up, you don't even have to call an emergency fund. I call mine Living Life on My Own Terms. And I talk more about the things that you need in your financial life in my free 5-day email course. So if you guys haven't already signed up, make sure that you click the link below and sign up for that. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed these 3 money tips that I gave you guys from the Marvelous Life of Miss Maisel. You know, I'm just going to do a quick recap. So the first tip was making sure that you and your partner are on the same page financially. The second tip was that you have to do whatever it takes to provide for you and your family. Even if people are looking at you crazy, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about what the world is thinking. And the third tip is make sure you guys have a savings and are saving money automatically. You know, whether that's through Capital One 360, you're keeping your savings that's separate from your checking account, or whether you're using like an app like Rise, which is an app that's pretty popular that people use to save money automatically. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. For more money tips and inspiration, be sure to head over to YoungYetWise.com. I'm Candace Marie, and as always, be wise, stay humble, and build. I'll see you guys next time.